And I've got changed, as you'll see, so I'm dressed up today, ready for VE Day. And on VE Day, everybody stopped working and they put on their best clothes and their jewellery and a little bit of red lipstick. And there were lots of parties everywhere, and we will be celebrating tomorrow, the 75th anniversary of VE Day. So this is the second half of this great book, Tail End Charlie, written by Mick Manning about his father's experience in the RAF in the Second World War. So we'll be starting on the page Fireworks. So here we are, in the middle of a battle. On one op, I began to feel drowsy, and I had an orchestra in my head playing my requests. On the way home, I saw coloured lights in the sky. I thought it was fireworks, but it was a tracer from a Messerschmitt 109. That woke me up. I fired back, but the fighter passed my window like a streak of lightning. It was Bill that got us out of trouble, dodging our plane into the darkening clouds. Back at base, we found our plane was full of machine gun holes. The mechanics discovered a fault in my oxygen supply too. That explained my hallucination. Snow choked the airfield that winter. That's when the Germans made a surprise counterattack that came to be called the Battle of the Bulge. They pushed forward and encircled many Allied troops, but the Americans held out against the odds. We did all we could to help the brave Yanks, but my war was about to come to a sudden end. 13th Op. We were flying through heavy boxed flak, raiding Tiger tank supply depots when it happened. I remember us making the bombing run and hearing comms say, bomb doors open, left, left, steady, steady, bomb's gone. Then a shell burst close by. Chunks of shrapnel punched through the aircraft. Bill's windscreen shattered, filthy smoke rushed in, and then something hit me in the face. It was like being kicked by an elephant. I blacked out. I heard later that Bill had wrestled the plane back under control before checking everybody was okay on the intercom. When I didn't reply, he sent Paddy to find me. Back at the airbase, I was rushed away in an RAF ambulance. When I woke up again, it was Christmas Day. The doc came and showed me my broken oxygen mask. It had taken the full force of the impact. I'd smashed my jaw, but I could have lost my head. And there's the doctor saying, "You're a lucky lad." When my wounds had healed, the commanding officer must have thought I'd done enough, because he didn't send me back. He posted me to a desk job in England instead. And that's where I met Muriel Jones. The war ended 6 months later. I was a lucky boy. My war ended with peace and love. And that is how all war should end. Charlie Manning and Muriel Jones got married, and they had 4 kids, including me. Remember, it's Mick Manning who's writing the book. Dad gave away his flying jacket to a pal who had a motorbike. Mum gave her uniform to a jumble sale. But like millions of other people, they kept their stories safe to pass on to us. How can we forget stories like that? And thanks to this lovely book, we don't have to forget stories like that. And here we go. It's a big glossary in the back. And a lovely picture. And one of the medals that was sent out to Charlie Manning. And at the back we have some wedding pictures. There's Muriel and Charlie. And here's a VE Day card, Victory in Europe. And look, I think this is what he used to read, seeing as he became a head teacher. The School Master and Women Teachers Chronicle every week. And there's the Mitchell, Mitchell's 3. And lots of pictures and things from their life together after the war. And that book was Tail End Charlie.